Well, good morning. It's Holy Thursday, and tomorrow we as Catholics have to fast. Really? What is the Catholic fast? Well, it's eating a full meal, and then I guess on either side of that you can have two smaller meals that don't equal a whole meal. So I guess you can eat a meal and a half. Fasting should be no food. On a clinical fast, you can drink coffee or tea, water, of course, apple cider vinegar, pinches of salt, and it's recommended actually if you're not used to it. But it's excruciatingly difficult for Catholics to fast because of a couple things. Number one, His Excellency the Pope, the office, I totally, obviously, respect. It's the Holy Spirit's office. But the bloke inhabiting it is not my favorite guy in the world, especially when he tells the youngsters at World Youth Day not to eat meat. To each his own, cada quien. But if you don't eat meat, then you're going to have to supplant that with pretty much carbohydrates. And they want you to quote-unquote eat healthy fats, which are normally polyunsaturated in nature. And again, we don't have long-term studies. There is no long-term science in diet whatsoever. But we have seen correlations, associations, pretty strong ones, with the use of PUFAs and inflammation, and the fact that we are supplanting our animal saturated fats and proteins with plant proteins and even plant cholesterol, which is not the best for a human body since we're an animal. So his asking the youth not to eat meat in order to somehow save the planet is ridiculous. Sorry, Your Excellency. So it doesn't need to be excruciating, guys. What you probably want to try to do is become fat adapted. And that means begin to reduce your carbohydrates down to a very low level, no more than 10 whole total carbohydrate. I don't play the fiber game. I don't play the net carbs. 10 grams of carbs, period. Get yourself to that point slowly over a period of time, and you'll replace those carbs on the other side with saturated fats. That will allow you, when you eat, to eat to complete satiety and then not eat again until you're full. Hungry, deal. And drink water, like I said, salt your food to taste. And don't be like these big fat people I saw in the United States, always with their little bottle of water everywhere, sucking it down. Just drink when you're thirsty. Okay, that's it. Just drink when you're thirsty. This whole 8 glasses of water a day thing. Whatever, guys. We've been on this planet for 2.5 million years. I think our hormones know when we're hungry, when we're thirsty, when we need sleep, etc. So, if you do get to this point, you're going to find that you're eating probably no more than 2 meals a day. And me, I eat right in the smack dab middle of the day at solar noon, and I eat until I'm stuffed. I never eat breakfast, don't need it, thank you, cortisol. And I don't eat cena because a couple reasons. One, I'm never hungry by that time. It's only about 8 hours later, and I'm still full. And I hate going to bed after having eaten. I like sleeping on an empty stomach. It's just, there's no nothing. There's no food to digest. Your body's pretty happy about it. So if you get to OMAD, essentially tomorrow I'm going to skip my 1 meal that I eat. And then I'll eat again on Saturday. So instead of doing a fast on Friday, I'm going to be doing a 2-day fast by just skipping 1 meal. I enjoy it, and I fly through it, and you can too. So why suffer? The Catholic fast is actually pretty excruciating. If you're on the Western diet and you need like carbs every 2 hours, you're going to suffer big time. And again, I really don't appreciate the Pope getting out of his lane. He's not a nutritionist. He's not a doctor. He's not a meteorologist. What else can I say? He probably doesn't know how to read the computer models, right? Forgive me, Your Excellency, but stick to saving souls, stick to dogma, stick to faith and morals, and let us plebs let us laymen kind of manage the rest of what's going on. As you know, God created the earth, and unless He wants it gone, it ain't going anywhere, and we can't do anything about it. Thank you, appreciate it, Pope. And again, you don't need to have this excruciating fast. It's not an excruciating thing once you begin to live like a human being is supposed to live. Like my dad always said, quote unquote, advice worth the price. We'll catch you guys later. Happy Easter if I don't catch you earlier, and be well.